right, Oval and Ruthless fans. This is a shout out to It What It Is on Instagram. One of my followers had a live stream with yesterday. Had a great time talking with her. If you want to check it out, go over to my Instagram. It's available to watch now. Thank goodness for Instagram allowing us to save live streams. It's a really good function. So make sure you follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button to show YouTube you like my content. Hit subscribe and also hit the bell icon and select all. That way, well, you'll get notified when I post new content and do live streams and everything else in between. But she brought up a valid point in regards to the storyline in the Oval involving, okay, whose money was it and whose bloody knife was it that Barry found in his bedroom in the drawer? She brought up Tally. I never thought about that. I never thought of it. Never. I never thought of Tally being the person who could have planted the money and the bloody knife. Now, there are two small things that may throw off the theory. Number one, I cannot remember off the top of my head. I know Barry saw Tally at the house and he was freaking out about it. And Sharon and Nancy were trying to calm him down, but obviously he has every right to be pissed off because Tally was one of the individuals that, well, technically Tally was the one that grabbed Callie and took her physically from the house. So, yeah, there was a group of Akadushi members, but if you want to point out one specific one who kidnapped Callie, it was Tally. But in any case, I know the next morning when she killed herself, Barry and Sharon were both there along with Richard and Nancy. So the money was planted in Barry's room. But I can't remember what exactly Barry and Sharon were doing at the time. Like, were they in Barry's room that night? Did Barry go out or something along those lines to find his daughter? I honestly forgot. And I should go back and rewatch those episodes, but I don't feel like it. So, we know Tally said that she stayed up like all night because that night before, she was kind of relieved to learn about Nancy and the Lord, but at the same time, she had a bit of a fanatic reaction to it, almost like, God was pretty much, no, she was actually looking to Nancy as the highest, so to speak, now that I think of it, instead of realizing that it's not about me because I'm not perfect, but it's about God. And honestly, we kind of get our first foreshadowing of Nancy's dark secret, Picky's father, because of the fact that Nancy actually stepped out of the room for a bit because she had a moment. So, in any case, number one, Tally, since she was awake, could have snuck into the room while Sharon and Barry were asleep and planted the money and knife in there. That's a possibility. Or Sharon and Barry just weren't in the room or whatever. I mean, technically, she probably could have planted the money and knife there earlier, because the thing that kind of confused me was when, when Sharon was the one who showed Tally kindness while Nancy rightfully was freaking out and was like, I'm calling the police. But she's like, no, some of the Rakadushi members are police, so don't do it. I know that Sharon, the first thing she did was like try to offer her something to eat. And I'm thinking to myself, shouldn't someone kind of tend to Tally's wounds, because she was looking pretty banged up. And it's like, I don't think I would want to eat soup while I was bleeding into it. So it's a possibility. And again, some things could have been done off screen, but I mean, if, let's say Sharon or Nancy showed Tally upstairs to the restroom, it's possible that, she kind of snuck into the bedroom and planted the money and bloody knife and then went back downstairs. Yeah, that's a possibility. So the second thing that could possibly derail this theory, even though I really love it, is the fact that the knife had animal blood on it. So why would Tally have a knife that had animal blood on it? I mean, it's possible that the Rakadushi could have sent like dogs after her or something along those lines, or maybe when she was running through the neighborhood to get to Nancy's house or something along those lines, she ended up having to stab an animal. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, why the heck? Let's throw this out there. Maybe the Rakadushis made an animal sacrifice to the Rakumas. I don't know, and Tally just happened to have the knife. Again, I have no idea. I just know it's animal blood. But right now, it definitely seems interesting that it could indeed be Tally who planted that money and the bloody knife. Even though in the last episode, or the finale, wait, was it the finale or the, no, was it the finale? It was the episode 24, 25, when Sharon kind of hinted that her and Kareem, because when she's like, fine, you fired me, then I want my cut. And then Kareem is like, and gave her the job back. So basically, whatever they do to get money, obviously it isn't just involving the pharmacy, because of the fact that if Kareem didn't want to give Sharon her cut, that alone lets me know that, okay, we must be talking big bucks, not some 9 to 5 shift at the pharmacy. We're talking some big money here. So there's some shady stuff going around. But again, shout out to it what it is, or it what underscore it is on Instagram. I had never thought of this theory. Let me know what you think. Do you think Tally was the one that planted the money and the bloody knife? It's kind of ironic because in a way she kidnapped Barry's daughter, and then if she was the one that planted the money and the knife, then technically she was the reason, or one of the reasons, that Barry got arrested. But then when it was discovered that the knife wasn't containing human blood and the body in the morgue wasn't Ruth, that money was used to get Barry out of jail, which had then resulted in him abducting Ruth. So in a weird twist of fate, Tally kind of took things full circle, I guess you could say. But we'll just have to wait and find out. I hope that then again, I don't think we're going to, if Tally's in season 2 of Ruthless, then I don't even know if we'll get to the point in the Ruthless series where we will see Tally escaping the cult and then getting to Nancy's house. Because remember, in Ruthless, which again, first 12 episodes, BET Plus, watch them now. It is well worth it. Her and Ruth talk about how they'll raid the money trailer, they'll get their kids, and then they'll get the hell out of the compound. But we know Ruth is still part of the cult based on episode 25 when she appeared, and Tally died within the first half of season 1 of The Oval. So something must have went south in their plan, and for whatever reason, Tally barely escapes with her life and allegedly some of the money and a knife, and then she ended up killing herself. So we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But either way, this is an awesome theory. And with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, on Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all soon.